We chose a furniture for. Okay, there it goes. Okay, cool. So as you can see here, well, I started working on this last night, and I was just practicing with my tablets. I figured that. All right. Rawr. How do I lock this here in place? There it goes. It's been a while since I've used Zbrush. I was using Nomad Sculpt on iPad, and once you get the hang of it, it's quite convenient. I hosted a Evolve character creation contest, and I'm making the prizes here. So I was kind of surprised how far I managed to get on the tablet, the iPad. I'm just kind of reworking, just checking the keys here. Um, Even though Nomad is really a really good like on-the-go app, it's mobile, so it doesn't have certain features that I like from a more powerful program. So just trying to see if I remember everything here. They are just one subtool, so since they're one subtool, that means they're all one polygroup, and since they're all one polygroup, I have to go ahead and where'd it go? Auto group. There it goes, and then I'll do a mirror and weld. There it goes. Now I can go ahead and make sure symmetry is on, which it is by default, which is good. Turn this off right here. Here. All right, there it goes. All right, cool. So you can see there's the reference right there. I guess I should move that more to the side, actually. So I go to my texture settings, and I go to, oh, what the? Texture. And I will move this over somehow. How do I move it? Good question. Oh, that's loading. Oh, maybe spotlight is better. I think I could move it a lot easier. Hmm. I gotta control opacity right there. Why is there no? Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Store view. What? Oh. Oh. Let's try that again. All right. So I think I might actually try maybe from maybe it's a lighthouse, not lighthouse, a light box. Where'd you go? Not light box. I keep spotlight. And can I do this here? No. Maybe I just keep it with this here. I'll just load the image. Load image. I'll just stick with that right now. All right. So this is what you can see what it is. I suppose I can add the tail and stuff like that. I'll keep it symmetry. Then I'm going to put it low, and then I'm going to be able to turn the tail around, that kind of stuff, and pose it, and then finalize it. So I'm not gonna. I'm going to try to see if I could spend maybe about an hour or two broadcasting some of this sculpt and some of starting a new one. I kind of want to start if I can press the right one. All right. Let me go to append right here. I guess I could just draw out a new shape actually. Oh, not that shape. I was thinking about insert sphere, and then I'll just elongate it. Wrong button. What's going on here? There it goes. All right, cool. Oh, okay. So I made these sketches here. This is the artist here on the side right here. The artist made this, submitted it. I made a whole template. That's you're only seeing half of it right now because I cut the other half so I can use it for a reference. Yeah, and that kind of stuff. Actually, was it this button here? Yeah, this button does do that, and I could bring it back. Yeah. Then I can use the move tool. Yeah, there it goes. I'm kind of remembering it. Wait, hold on. Where's shift? Does this control anything? No. Oh that's right. It's my stylus. See, man, it's been a while. So used to the use my hands to control the brush size and stuff like that. It's like, what was it again? Let me see here. I'm just gonna go ahead and. It might be even better just to have this lower poly, so it's easier to deform and then detail. Oh, whatever. I'll deal with subdivision stuff like that another time. So let me just go ahead and unmask that, and then I'll select this, then I'll mask this, and then I'll go to this here, then I'll switch the mask, and then I will go ahead and maybe I'll just make this larger. Oh, wrong button. It was. Is this one? It is this one. There it goes. I'll just cut this. I cut the tail size a bit more. I could change the length later. Let's go ahead and just add another sphere to make the tail portion. And look, it's basically like a flattened sphere, and it looks like it has a series of spikes. So it's kind of cool. So it's a flattened sphere. Is what it is. It's a little elongated as well. So that's what I'll just do. So I will go ahead and go to primitives here. I will go ahead and draw this out right here. Now it's like it's not centered. If I, there it goes. Then I will go to here and I will flatten it like this. Then I will turn it and then I will position it. Oh, whoops. Oh shoot! Hold on one moment. Oh, hold on. All right. So let's see here. So got that. Oh, why is this not? Hello? Did I just do something? Oh, that was weird. It froze on me for a bit. As I was saying, it was kind of somewhat elongated, so I will go ahead and kind of go like that right there. I could blend these two together later. I will go ahead and just make a series of these little spikes here at the end. The tail might be a little maybe long for the, yeah, it seems a little too long, so I'll shorten it in a bit. Actually, maybe now might be a good idea. So I will go ahead and I will select this as well, and then I mess that, do that. Then take the move right here, and then drag right here. Then I will shrink about here. Maybe pull this in a bit more. That's good for now. Then I will go ahead and I will just go ahead and draw out the, not draw out, but you'll see. I suppose I could do this actually. This is a little fun thing that oh, hold on. Let me drag this here, and I'm going to hold Alt, and I'm going to center this within the mesh. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Let me turn that off and then do that again. Now it's centered. And if I will just, oh, I keep forgetting. All right, I will go ahead and reset. I will go ahead and, I think it's Alt and drag. No, it is not Alt and drag. Maybe it was Shift and drag. It is Shift and drag. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink this down into like a little spike. Since it's already centered and stuff like that. I could have just taken another sphere, pulled it out here, but I wanted to keep it centered within the thing, so it just would make it kind of easier for me, I guess. Oh, where'd it go? There it goes. Where'd it go? I think my PC. Oh, well, I'm using my laptop right now. I'm not using my desktop, which might be the better option probably. And also, I need to probably update my ZBrush. What button was it? What button? I'm turning on the fan for my computer here, my laptop, just to make sure it's not like a performance issue thing. And why is this keep disappearing? What? Why? Okay. Oh, Wait, what? What? Do you have draw shape? I do have draw shapes on still. Maybe that's what's causing the issue. It's seeing this as a mesh or something, and it's causing me to. It's causing it to bug out. Hello? Hello? What is happening? Maybe I have to move. Maybe I'll move to my my desktop computer instead. You know, I might restart. Well, it seems to be working. It works, but oh! This image really messed me over. That's what's happening. This image is seeing it as an object, so I can't drag, and it's gosh dang it all. All right, I didn't know this image was going to be an issue, so I'm gonna actually shrink it down, move it to the side. So actually, am I able to do? Let's see here. I guess I'll just remove this image here. And I'll post it to the side, and I'll have it open on my screen so I can have this out of the way. So let me actually do that real quick. I am going to go ahead and add an image, media file. That is a wrong file. Image, here it is. Add source. I am going to make it a new source. That's why I'm having issues. Browse, desktop, art contest folder. I'm going to go ahead and have that. Whoa. I will fix that in just a bit. Hold on. Done. Hold on. Shrinking it down. I suppose, well, I suppose this corner might be, yeah, this corner is good. Yeah, that right there, and I'll get rid of my thumbnail image so you can see, and it stops interfering with my work. Hold on. What was it again? Texture. Clear. There it goes. Okay. Oops. F in chat. Okay. Alright, cool. Now you can see the image in the corner. I'm going to have the image on my screen. And now I do not have to have it interfering with my navigating. Okay, hold on. There it goes. Alright. Let's go now. Alright. So I guess this could be a placeholder. If you look at the tail there in the corner here, my mouse, I'm just like hinting at it right around this area here. The tail is like a spiked, stegosaurus thing. I haven't opened the file on my computer yet. Hold on. I will do. There it goes. Now it's up. All right, cool. But I have to minimize it though. There it goes. Perfect. All right. Now I can see. All right. So I can shape the spikes and everything like that a bit. Actually, interesting is I think the spikes are somewhat what is it called? Like angled or planar like. So I could take the flats and I could like flatten it. Actually, I don't like that. I want the brush larger. I could like flatten it, and I forgot symmetry. So let's see. You know, I'll save that for another time. Let's go back to the body here. All right, I made this as I said before, I made this like most of it last night, if I can remember the bloody buttons. All right, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and maybe start adding some of the claws. Actually, I think the claws could be a bit of fun. I just noticed something on the reference sheets here. I think I need to pull this down. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the mask here, and that's the wrong button. This right here. I actually have dynamic on, so I'm gonna undo that and try that again. I'm gonna have to pull these knuckles down a bit, so I'm gonna switch that and soften this up a little bit, and then soften it that way a bit, so that I can just go ahead and pull the knuckles down. Kind of like that. There it goes. So instead of like flat like this, gives a little bit of shape right there. I can readjust the whole arm later. I'm going to go ahead and go with that. So I'm going to get rid of this. Then I'm going to go ahead and actually, I should have probably done the same to the other side. Actually, clear this. Then grab this and do the same thing. This is much higher density back there. So I'm going to pull this down right here. I think that's fine. I can shave it down or whatever. So it's fine. Alright, let's add the nails. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the primitives, and I'm going to draw one out. The paws could be a little more level, actually. Let me take the move. I'm going to go ahead and enlarge this right here. Just kind of pull this down so it's a little more even. There it goes. I suppose while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and fill in a little bit and add a little bit of this part right here. Right there. Just so that it's kind of like, that's somewhat better, and then I'll smooth this out right here. Just give it a little more kind of a texture. The nails are going to go here, so you're not going to see this weird nonsense. So I'm just going to take this sphere and just kind of place it here. I'm going to move it inwards, and then maybe go to the center. Oh, nope, that's the wrong button. I will go to the center, and then enlarge it a bit. And of course, it's not set to local symmetry. There it goes. I will pull the nail out with a bit of this here. So it's like a teardrop. So I'll go ahead and I'm looking for like perfect symmetry. Then we'll pull the whole thing up so it's a little more. There it goes, that's better. Typically in traditional sculpting, I would take a ball of clay and roll it out between the two of my fingers to be able to get that kind of similar kind of deal. And the cool thing about this, the magic of this, is that I can just duplicate this and move it over to the other ones. And of course, actually unmask everything. And then I can alternate the mask, and I could drag this part out to make sure the nail fits better around that right there. Then I can go ahead and switch back. I will go ahead and take my move tool, and I will go ahead and move this by holding the, let me reset this, and then doing that, rotate this and move the nail over and insert it here. I can shrink it down as well. These are just going to be as placeholders. I could adjust them accordingly later. I would do this. What I would do is, I would actually roll a ball of clay out. If I was using Sculpey or Cause clay, I would actually heat them up to harden the clay, and then, what is it? Then place them into the model. Wait, hold on. Is this even level? How did this go down? Yeah, it's not the end of the world. I don't know how it went downwards. Hey, what is going on here? So as you can see, it's important because now I can see that there's issues with the geometry. So I'll get to that in a bit. I'll fix it. But I'm trying to add all the nails first so that I could be like, okay, cool, that's done. Now I can work on refining it. And I just got to know where all my stuff is. I've been using a lot of Nomad Sculpt on the tablet, so it's been a little rough jumping into Zbrush again. So that's kind of the thing I have going on here. There it goes. I go whoop. Oh, wrong button. Oh, whoop. Because the nice thing about Nomad Sculpt is you could, oh, not that, is that I can use my I could actually touch the screen and actually mess with it. There it goes. I'll probably add the teeth too. So that's the kind of thing, all the little details and you sculpt around it. I couldn't take the same nail and put it up there. We'll do that in a bit. I'll probably move the nails all into their own separate sub layer so I don't have to keep switching between them. I can just click Alt to switch, and it does like auto mask, and not that. Uh, Also, apparently there's some nails along the top back of the back foot right there. So I will do that in a bit. Move this. It's just really is like this stuff is kind of like the fun little thing to do right here. Just kind of placing little details here and there. And then I'll go ahead and oh, not that. Ah. And I can enlarge this here, and then that nail might be actually a little too big. I'm gonna actually undo that. I'll just keep it that way for now, and then I'll adjust accordingly later. I will actually. I haven't been locking it. That's why it's doing that. Okay, so maybe that's why. So I haven't locked the orientation after resetting it. So I could reset the orientation. I can keep it. No, I don't want it pinned. Never mind. Let me see. Wrong button. You might hear me say that often. Actually, I'm going to undo some of this because I want to actually angle this sideways. Then I'll go ahead and duplicate it. And then I'll rotate this one this way. Then I will go ahead and place it here. Is that about right? That's about right. And then I will put some of the claws along the back leg. If you look at the back leg, there's two upper claws kind of deal. It's a pretty cool design. If anyone's familiar with the game Evolve, it's kind of like a juiced, steroided Blitz Leopard, I guess you can say. The Blitz Leopard has a different kind of thing around its neck, but I still feel like it's its own kind of character, though, regardless. Alright, and then I will go ahead and whoop. Oh, wrong button. Hi. There it goes. I will rotate it and then move it down this way, and then I will go ahead and not do that because it's vanished. Uh-oh. If it touches, is it going to stretch? Okay, no, it's not. Wait, will it? Oh, no, cool. Alright. It's because it's on local as opposed to... Alright, so the nail goes downwards a little bit, and I will go ahead and lift it here by this arrow here. Then I will go ahead and undo... Oh, not that. I pressed... There it goes. I will drag this from here, move it over here. And I think if I hold... Yeah, there it goes. It snaps. I'll go 180, and then I'll put it on this side of the leg right here. Actually, I think it's... I'm not sure. I'll change the angle later. Let's go ahead and now... So it's just a lot of placing here and there. I'll start doing more of the sculpting portion instead of adding all these nails, but they're kind of an important thing. So I will go ahead and take, oh, not that. And then I will drag again. Let's add the teeth here. And the teeth look like, hold on, gonna enlarge my picture here. Yeah, alright, so teeth and like fang things, so I'm gonna I might have to shrink the teeth down narrowly, which all I will do will hold on, actually let me bring that out here right now. I'm gonna go Alt and I'm gonna rotate this because I'm gonna shrink the teeth like not like that, oops. Kinda like that right there. Then I will move it no, oh. So rotate it so it goes inward a little bit. These are separate like mandibles look like, so I will deal with that in a bit. To be honest, because I'm going to make this into a 3D print file for the Evolve community, not the whole thing, it's going to be probably like a bust, a head and shoulder sculpt kind of deal that I'll make available to the Evolve, or just for everyone, but it's primarily with the thought of Evolve. Alright, let's work on the face a little bit actually. Actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and add the other teeth. Not like that. Oh. I will pull these out. Ah! That's funny. I said undo orientation. Am I locked? What's going on here? According to my calculations, I will go ahead and move that there, and then I will pull. Oh, not that. I'll leave it something like this here. Then I will go ahead and pull another set, and then I will shrink these down to about this here. It's getting there. It's getting there. Slow and steady wins the race, you know. Alright, there it goes. So I'll add the lower teeth and stuff in a bit. Let's go ahead and take this mask off. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select... Oh, actually, they should be the same subtool. So if I go ahead and click this button and I click it... Oh, wrong thing. There it goes. And then I go ahead and mask it. And then bring it back. I can split the mask points. And now their own little subtool, so I can bring it back and forth, back and forth. And then I don't have to worry about masking them every time. Tips and tricks. That's the thing that is unfortunate. Well, Nomad is a pretty good app on the go regardless. But it doesn't have these features of polygrouping and great remeshing and stuff like that. But honestly, it's pretty good for the price compared to like Zbrush and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Let's work on these nails a little bit. That's kind of the nice thing here is being able to kind of add the little detail around the. Now I don't like. I suppose this is somewhat of a commission from myself. My contest prize thing is was kind of this as the reward. So yeah. Sorry, I just got to work on kind of a bit of the webbing here. That looks pretty good right there. Oh! I'm going to use... my Dynamesh isn't on, so... Actually, if Dynamesh is on, I want to have groups on. Oh, that is too simplified. I want to up it up a bit. Let me try that again. Groups. Did it do something? Hold on. Oh, it did. There it goes. Let me go to here, and then I will do... Nope, that's still too minimal. Let's go to here. Nope. Okay, there it goes. That's better. Now I could click and drag whenever I do something. Oh. Alright. Cool. I kind of want to work on the face a little bit. So when I mean by a little bit, I mean I'm going to do quite a bit. So, oh yeah, dynamic perspective is back on, which is good. And I'll keep local on, and then I will go ahead and, which one was it? I'll just use this face thing here. Alright. So let's see here. Alright, now for the gnarling and stuff like that, I'm going to use, I'm already on the tool. Shrink this brush down. It looks like it's 1, 2, 3 folds worth. Actually, it looks like it's here, actually. So I'm going to go 1, 2. This is important. Just make sure you break down the details in, like, levels and stuff like that. And it looks like there's, like, some sort of stepping with the face right here. So what I'm going to do is I need to actually ring up the resolution a bit more. Actually, wait, Dynamesh is even on, so to even do the... There it goes. Alright, cool. I think that's more topology. So what I will do is I will actually take the crease, the damn standard, and I will go ahead and actually trace. So like it's like drawing. I don't know how to really explain it. Alright, this is too big still. Alright. then I will, looks like it kind of like goes down here like this. Oh, let's not do that. I think I'm going to make the head something separate because this is way too much topology work going on right now. I might cut the head off, but that's for another time. All right. Let's go with the face here a bit more. Looks like it goes up. Oh, my bad. Oh boy, I don't know what I'm doing here. What are we doing here? I'm going to make this a little larger. Needs more impact around the edges. So I'm going to... There it goes. And then I will go ahead and actually go into this right here a bit for that kind of that muscle there. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I know, amazing music. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I don't think I'm gonna go too crazy with certain things. I should probably turn on my but I don't know, that might do something to my memory. If I turn on activate Sculptress mode, it will actually add resolution to the points I need it, which I think I kind of want actually. You know, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna the reason why is because I could take this here. Let's watch. So if you see this here, and I go to like this right here, I can actually reduce the topology right here. Oops. So if I turn this off, and I guess you can't see it. Oh wait, wrong button. You can't see it too well, but it makes things easier, honestly. So I will go ahead and actually keep this on. It's an eater of memory though, so I'll keep that in mind. But I could add some more kind of detail here around these areas. Now, that's all that pretty much means. Oh, that's mask. What am I doing? Okay. Sorry, it's just like, I'm like, what is happening? What is it doing? Okay, let's go ahead and start kind of sculpting around the eyes here. I'm just going to make some simple little eye. I want this to look nice, but at the same time, I got to keep in mind, I got to stay practical. I don't want to spend like a bunch of time on this here. And honestly, I kind of see a shape going here, so I'm going to... I would usually kind of use like a sphere or something, which I might actually just do regardless. It's kind of derpy looking right now, actually. Derp, derp. Alright, so because what happens with wildlife, or just predators in general, is that their eyes are more forward. So I might actually bring the... where is that? Here it is. There it goes. And then I can just like kind of bring this here and kind of bring this out, so that it's more forward. So that's another thing, is just always kind of check your yeah, whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of the thingamajig, the eyelid. So I'm gonna then I'll add the crease this here, and then I will go ahead and go like this for that right there. And actually, I should probably turn this off for the time being because it is getting a little too detailed right there. And actually, I'm going to go to this here because I'm going to go to Shift. So it's actually going to remove some of that resolution right there. Guess I should open its mouth while I'm at it. And did I just accidentally do something? Hold on, sorry, I can't. Sometimes I'm like... Okay, that's fine right there. Whoa! Alright. I suppose I should probably combine the arms Just because if I want to get that detail along the forearm that you see along the creature right there, I think it's probably best that I do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep the body and the legs as something the body and legs as something separate. So as I did with earlier with the nails, I'll do the same thing with the arms and stuff like that. So I don't have to keep masking. I just press Alt to switch, so it does an automatic mask. Let me see. Where is this bloody button at? It's this button. Then I will go ahead and mask this. Wait, mask. Bring it back. Switch the mask, and then split mask points. There it goes. And if I ever want to use something, I just click dynamic. It's funny. Fly, fly. Fly. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's go. Alright, so let's see here. Let's go turn dynamic off again. Oh, solo is kind of a neat thing, actually. Wait, where'd it go? Dynamic. So if I go like this, it disappears, then reappears, disappears, then reappears. I like that mode. I'm going to just keep it off, though, right now. Alright, so let me see here. Let's go ahead and combine... Let's do this one more time here, actually. I'm going to keep the back legs and the front legs separate for the time being. Poly groups will be turned off for this one. And I will do this where, if I can remember the bloody buttons. I'm used to keyboard. I'm using my tablet shortcut keys, and it's I'm slower with it slightly. I'm probably like I'm like half the speed of my keyboard shortcut keys. What was it again? Oh yeah, masking. There it goes. All right, now I can go ahead and do Dynamesh. I'll give it. So I'm gonna have different like sub levels, or what are they called again? Yeah, subdivisions. That's. Oh, that scared me. I thought something happened. I thought I clicked something by accident. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and click this right here. Now it's fused. Now if you look at it, so let me go back. See, this is before. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I just get paranoid at times. I'm like, I wish I had what I had before. So I'm going to duplicate it, hide the previous, and then have this as the one I mess with. So I'm going to go ahead and go, wait, did I just do it? No. Yeah. All right. No. Yeah. Is it good? Yeah. All right, good. Now I fused it. So watch. So see this division right here? Right here. It's going to, if I click and drag it, now it's one model now. Now I can sculpt and detail. And the great thing about this, it's almost like with traditional sculpting. Say you use Super Sculpey. I'm not sure if Cosplay you can smooth with rubbing alcohol, but I like to just take the smooth brush, and I like to kind of blend this in, blend these connection portions here. It gives it that like layer of skin, I guess you can call it. So I take this right here, and I go to this button right here, and I can smooth it out right here. And it kind of fills it in. It's almost like a fill tool, almost, I guess you can call it. But it seems much more realistic in that sense. Oh, I really like this this one particular kind of brush here. I'm gonna actually, I don't know if I want to mask or I forgot what that brush is called. There's a layer, maybe it's the layer brush, I think it's called. I'm not sure. I have to check. I suppose I could draw on the details here as well, so can't really see the detail too much. I'll just go ahead and add like, I guess I could add some I'll call them wrist bones. Alright, I'm going to turn this off right here. Just going to fill this in a bit right here. And then I'm going to actually take this here and make him beefier, baby. So, you got to be familiar with anatomy and stuff like that. Anatomy will definitely help you, especially if you want to, like... So, like, since this is going here, that, you know, with regular hands, the things that, the little tendons or ligaments, whatever you want to call them, or what they're called, for what's bone to bone and what's muscle to bone. But this doesn't make any sense. This is a cool little detail here, but this detail makes no sense. What I mean is that if this is like a tendon thing or something for like, it needs to be like right here. And then I need to like actually subtract this right here. Then I'll bring this out right here and then go around here like that. There it goes. And then I will switch to this here and I will actually smooth this out so I can actually eliminate a lot of this rough geometry. There it goes. Let's go ahead and work on these. I'm going to jump over to the other sculpt. I haven't started it yet, but you can see what I'm going to do. It's third place I'm going to start working on. This is the first place one, so I make a full model of the submission. Third place is more like, in this case, it was supposed to be a bust. The person contacted me and said, like, they know a lot how much work it would be and not have to worry about it. But I think in that case, I'll just make the head of the character, so if they wanted to, they could print it. It doesn't require like really any support material, maybe, hopefully, and then they can actually still print it themselves. Let me go ahead and actually enlarge this. By the way, keep in mind, the larger the brush, the more it decimates. The smaller it is, the more the less it does, and the more detail it can sculpt. The larger the brush, more decimation. Smaller the brush, the increase in resolution. And that can be changed in the settings. I just really want to make sure, like, this looks too goofy to me. I'm not sure if anyone understands that. So what I mean is that I should really use the standard brush. And I like to have like an hourglass shape when it comes to like the tendons and stuff like that. I'm not sure if you understand. It's like it's thin in the middle, but top and bottom are thicker. So, oops, I forgot to hold the Alt button. So what you do is you just kind of like go into it like this, and it creates this kind of cool kind of tendon look. I don't know how to explain it, but it seems more menacing. And I could fill it in like in the middle. So I could take like the brush and then kind of add to it here, because that would be the bone and stuff. Seems more powerful. Like that, baby. Alright, let's go. Alright. I'm gonna go here, kind of same kind of deal. Make sure I do that and then fill it in a bit here. I will actually subtract a bit of this and go down like I'm not worrying too much about the bottom of the paw. But look, see, that looks so menacing, man. It was like, oh my gosh, leave me alone. Don't eat me. But let me see. Go like that. But I don't know, just honestly, the funny thing about it is like when it comes to like doing art and stuff like that, it's like don't think about it too much, but think about it at the same time. I don't know if anyone gets that, but that's kind of what it is. Like, what I mean is this, like, it's almost like, what is it exactly I'm trying to say? Is that, I don't know, maybe I've managed to do this quite a bit and stuff like that. Like, I've done more like personal projects than I do commissions. Because I don't know what it is. Sometimes I feel like with commissions, it just, I'm not saying it feels limited, so time for me to do what I did back there, so I'm gonna and I'm gonna go like this to bring the nail out right there, and then right there. It's really just drawing. It's really, I call it like outlining forms and shapes is what it is. That's what it is. If you're familiar with them, then, oh, that's way, okay, it's not doing what I wanted. I'm going to change the fall off, the focal shift. Was it this way to increase it, or was it this way? Oh, it's this way. Negative is to make it larger, which is the opposite. It's kind of counterintuitive. However you say it, however you say words. Alright, so let's see. See, it's kind of like that hour shape kind of thing. It's like, explain it. And then I will add the things that go around here. Yeah, get quiet. Breathe. Really, that's all the secret. If you want to make things like protrude out of skin, the secret, it's simple. It's like real simple. The secret is basically just make sure whatever you put into something, just add a coil around it and blend down the edges. That's what it is. You outline it. You outline it and you smooth it. You just like rinse and repeat. Now I'm just gonna go off base like rough human anatomy, dealio. Just gonna add like things I think would work with like a human, but modified. I just love the Sculptris Pro because it's like rubbing alcohol to a super Sculpey project. It's like you have all this crazy detail. I'm like, oh man, this looks so weird. All of a sudden you throw some rubbing alcohol, dissolves the filament, not filament. Okay, my 3D printing and traditional mixed up. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh wow, the detail looks great. It's like with veins. You know, let me show you an example here with veins. So what you do with the veins is you make a small coil of whatever. But in this case, like, so I would use, for veins, I would just kind of, actually I wouldn't do that. I would use it in alt, I would just kind of go with like this here. See, it's kind of like, it's funny. It's all it is just branching. All right. And then what you can do is, if you wanted to, you could like add some, when it comes with sculpting and stuff like that, like you can like fill it in or make it like whatever. You could blend down some edges here to kind of hide the vein or something. Just kind of go over it a little real quick, and then you can take the what is it called? Shift, and you can kind of go over it to kind of like go over it just to like lessen it, I suppose you can say. And it looks more like a vein in that sense. You just take everything down that it starts to just be very minimal. I'm gonna actually enlarge this a bit more. If you want like a subtle vein, you know, that was just my whole 2 cents right there. I'm just gonna do that. This thing has like scales and stuff like that. It's not supposed to have veins. I'm undoing it right now. Undo. There it goes. Magic. All right, magic. All right, let me. I think I'm gonna work a little more. I'm gonna work on this back part right here. I kind of want to see some sort of thing going on with this here, and then I'm gonna move to the third place winner. Also, I've been playing Dead Space. I played a really long session, I think of like 3 hours or something, a couple nights ago. And oh, wrong button. And man, that game used to like freak me out. Like, you gotta understand, like, I never played it before. I was like, and then I was just playing it, man. I was like getting freaked out. Like, I haven't felt this feeling before, like in such a long time. I'm like, mistakes have been made? Question mark. So I'm like, how do people do this? I'm like, I watch people play scary games, like, he's scared, and then I'm like, But yeah. So let me see here. You know, sometimes the best thing to do with this whole thing right here is basically just draw out the primitive shapes or just make things very simple. I might actually work on this fin bit as well. We'll see. So it seems like it goes in a little bit. I'm not entirely sure. I think it might be like a flap thing here. So I'm gonna actually go to okay, Sculptris is on. Go for a bigger brush. I might use the standard brush and kind of go into it here. I kind of like the detail that's going on with the standard brush. Wait, yeah. Just because like what I mean by standard is that, see this kind of this like ribbing effect right here? That's actually, I'm moving my stylus so fast across it that it's when it does the brush, I don't have, it's the spacing. It's the brush spacing. I think spacing is based on, it's time dependent. So if I go really fast across something, let me see if I can demonstrate it here. Oh, I guess not. I guess I'm not going fast enough. See that right there? You see you see the little bits of like lines right here. If I go slow though, oh, I have lazy mouse. I did not know that. That's why no matter the speed I was going. Oh well, but there is line spacing in the brush settings. I think that's the brush settings. Create curve depth. It's somewhere here. It's been a while. All right, let me just go ahead and take this here. Let me start drawing the details. So what I'm going to do is I'm looking at the reference image. It looks like it's about 4 for this first one right here, and then some other stuff right here. So I'm just going to kind of draw some shapes here. Oh. I guess it should be a straight line because if you look at the angle, it does look like it curves inwards. That's hence why I just... Oh, whoops, I forgot to mask. Because this one's getting affected here. It's funny. New monster has appeared. Alright. Alright, there it goes. Now it won't be affected. Alright. Which I should really make this his own subtool. Now I think about it. I'm just kind of placing these wherever, honestly. I don't think it really matters. I feel like something that is more... I'm just going to go like that right there. And I'm just going to open these up. I'm just going to go whatever kind of detail it is. I'm just going to... Maybe that wasn't the best approach. That didn't work. Alright, let me see. That's what it looks like. It just looks like it's... Oops, I am going reverse. Actually, while I'm at this here, I'm looking at it, and I think I'm going to actually go with, like... Hold on, I gotta see this monster. I'll add scales and stuff like that. Maybe the next broadcast. So, this mouth thing right here goes... Oh, yep, the history. Undo history. Wait, do I have undo history? Wait, hold on. You may adjust the amount of memory reserved. Yeah, my memory is running pretty low. History modifier. So preferences, undo history. Okay. See, that's the problem with Sculptress mode. Is that since it's changing the topology, it's saving the mesh like every time, and that's impacts the memory quite a bit. Undo history. I'm gonna just warn when deleting, enable saving. I don't know. I'm not really intending. I'm recording this. So I don't really need it. I just need up to maybe I just need up to the... I'm not sure how much save history there has been. I'll keep it at a maximum. Undo size. I suppose that's part of optimizing. So let's make it that. Enable saving. We'll see. If it warns me again, then I'll do something about it, I suppose. We will see. Alright. I will actually hide this here. I think that's good. I'm trying to go for dynamic. Another thing to keep in mind when you're sculpting and stuff like that is a matter of dynamic shapes. You don't want to go something that's too obvious or too straight. You know, it creates that interesting detail. That's like, oh, what is that? You know, it keeps the eye looking. So, yeah, tips and tricks. All right. Then I'm going to go back to here and Make sure I breathe. Yeah, that looks fine. All right, let's go back to this right here, brush, and looks funny. All right. When you sculpt and stuff like that, you gotta keep in mind like maybe just don't. As I said before, don't think about it. Don't spend so much time. It's like actually I should really split that mass point right now. I'm gonna split right now. There it goes. It's like a seal, a very deformed line seal. I think that was an Avatar Last Airbender. The only Avatar that matters. Alright, let me see here. Where's this thing here? I think that's kind of a cool look right there. Front right there. Something's throwing me off about this wing thing. I'm going to jump to this here. I think, okay, let me work on this part. Then once I finish with this part, I'm going to work on the other piece for a little bit, make the head of it, of the third place winner. And then I will... Okay, call it a wrap. I don't know. We'll see. And then I'll play some video games. Maybe after a break. I don't know. Is this still masked? No, I'm on the wrong one. There it goes. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the inflates, which apparently my inflate is not here, which is in my big menu of brushes. You know, all this stuff is cool. Like, it's cool. Like, the topology brush is pretty convenient. It's nice if you want to make, like, I don't know, there's so much I could go over this here. It's crazy. I was looking for my inflate, so I looked by eye. There. So what I mean is I could take this brush and I could, like, trace the edge of this here. Like that. To kind of duplicate the, that spike that comes out. Because it's looking like a wing. You know what I mean? Like. So the whole point of that is just, you know, kind of do that. And I suppose I should straighten it a bit. So I'm going to go to my move brush here. I'm going to... Maybe I'll pull this out a bit more so it's a little more flat. I'm going to use my... Oh! Too much decimation. A little bit of decimation would be nice, though. Just to kind of, like... to make it easier to manipulate the form. It's almost like having subdivisions, but like within the power of a brush, I suppose. Yeah. I will use the inflate again, and I should probably have it as a default brush. But no. Usually I use shortcut keys, but as I said before, I will do a reverse deflate, and I will make this brush larger, and not the focal shift. There it is. I feel like there's something going on. Like it has some sort of... If you look at the image, it looks like it has some sort of inner bone to it kind of thing. But I think there should be like some sort of... Kind of... It looks like an ear kind of thing. I'm gonna... We will see. We will see. I'm just doing what I think it is. And honestly, I think it'll be fine. And the cool thing is if I get this one right, I could possibly duplicate it. You know? I think something's off about the shape. Because it seems like it sticks out here. It's almost like a shape kind of thing, if you know what I mean. So I think it's supposed to go inwards. It's hard from the 3/4. I think I will smooth it because I'm not liking that shape right there. Oh, that is the wrong button. I think I actually masked. I will use the shift and I will smooth this out a bit here. I think I'm gonna... This part's supposed to stick out the furthest, I think. Kind of looks like it. Or it cuts sharp. I'm gonna actually take the move brush maybe. Hopefully I can fix this here without having to... And I think this is... maybe something like that right there. That looks about right. Maybe it's too far. I don't know. Let me go ahead and move this like that right there and then straighten that out. And maybe I'll add the spikes so I could just duplicate it. And I'm going to actually offset this down a bit so I can like interlock. Because it looks like they almost go over each other, just smaller. And it looks like I accidentally brushed something here with the clay brush, which is fine. This seems too large, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the power of the move brush and not mask when I hold it. I'm going to go here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just shrink it down kind of like this and maybe turn it a bit, like kind of like that. Maybe even... no, that's not what I want to do. Maybe rotating it is probably just fine right here and then pull it down. I will work something out with it. Okay, where's the move? It seems like it goes over the other kind of thing, if you know what I mean. We will see. We will find out. Alright? We will find out. So I'm just going to add a casual spike to the tip of that, and then... I don't know, probably duplicate it, call it a wrap for right now, and then go to that other piece I mentioned. I think I like the progress I made with it. Yeah, I think so. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, looks nice. And, you know, I'll add all the little details here and stuff like that later. But I think I want to just add this spike here. The spike is going to be interesting. The spike, all I'm going to do is I'm going to use the sphere here. Boop. Done. Then take that and then just redirect it. It's within that right there. Then see, it kind of fits in right there too. All right, we'll call it a wrap with not a wrap. I'm going to duplicate this and shrink it. So kind of like an array of sorts, but I'm going to manually do it, and I'm going to have it overlap. I don't want to make it too dramatic. So what I'm going to do is I might actually want to shrink this down overall. So I'm going to, I duplicated by accident. I'm going to bring this down right here. I'm going to go here, and actually I'm going to go to this corner here, and I'm going to shrink it. Then I'm going to rotate it. I can take the move brush and pull this in to kind of tuck that part. Then I'm going to actually move it like this here. I could pull this part up so it's a little more, yeah, so let me see here. Got that. Maybe, is it too long because of the, so I feel like this thing is supposed to go over it, you know? I think that's a better shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy this, move it over, and then I'm going to shrink it down. I want to make sure it overlaps, and shrink it. Oh, and then apparently I have it too tall. And if I get back over here, kind of something like that is what I'm thinking. It overlaps the other kind of thing, you know? We will see. And then I'll tuck this in right here like that. Rotate it a bit, actually. Maybe a little more. I can adjust the shapes later, but let's go. Oh, wrong button. Then I'm going to shrink it again, and then I'm going to move it over. I'm going to rotate that, and then move this. Apparently, you can't see it much, so I'm going to move this down more. I might want to rotate this one downward because I think this side is too tall. So that's why you can't see the spike of the other, and I'm compensating for a little too much. That's what I want to do. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's about right. So I'm going to... Oh, what did I just do? Something happened there. Something, it moved. I accidentally pressed delete or whatever. Alright, I'm just going to keep it there. I'm going to go ahead and unmask this here. I will go ahead and auto group because I won't be able to select what I want since they're all the same group. Oh, I have that brush on, that's why. Come on. I'm a little slow right now. I did that wrong. Undo the mask. There it goes. All right. Let's do. Okay. Click again. Wait, what? Okay, it was just a visual glitch. Okay. I will select here, and I will go ahead and click the back of this here. And I accidentally clicked the wrong one because I'm trying to click Alt and not Control. There it goes. I will lower it, not like that. That's the wrong part right there. And I will rotate this. I think that is good for now for this one right here, you know? I will come back to this later, but I will work on a piece that I haven't started for third place. Second place, it's a little hard to tell the details, so I told the person that they could come up with like a more refined concept. I can work with it better. Otherwise, I'm gonna just leave it to my own interpretation. But no, yeah, it's let me jump to this here. Yeah, it looks pretty good, you know. I'm actually quite happy with it. I'm hoping I can finish it. I work the weekend. If I don't finish it tomorrow, then it's gonna be next week. I got my game project stuff I need to work on. Some monsters I need to work on the sculpting. But no, that looks pretty nice. It looks pretty sick. I will probably do something about the face maybe another time. Yeah, that's fine. But that looks pretty good. It's like it's so close. Like if anything, maybe just some like detailing and some form fixing and call it a wrap. Prepare a 3D file and have it printed in my printer. And I'll upload a time lapse probably on what was it called again? YouTube. I'm like, what was it? What's it gonna upload it on? Not Twitch. Okay, so let me go ahead and do a file save. File save as. I like to call them like I level it up, so it's Manticore Art Contest 2, I call it. Alright, let me go ahead and hop to the other one I haven't started yet. And that just reminded me there's going to be an issue. So if I hop to, that's, here. I already saved changes. Alright, now you're like, what is this? It's just a sphere. Well, this is the concept here. I'm just going to make the head of it. So, right here, as you can see, I'm thinking... what am I thinking? I made a little sketch because I thought I was going to make maybe the full body or the half body. I just want to see what the proportions were. So I sketched out a quick little thing here. And then we change the thumbnail here, in the bottom corner here, and also my reference here. Hold on. Ah! I do. I'm gonna play that one. I want to play Deep Space, man. And that thing keeps freaking me out every so often. I freak out. Man, it was real bad for me in the beginning. All right. Now let me go to the thumbnail here so I can change the image. It is this one here, and then I say done, and then I go to this here because this image plane messes with my navigating. That's why I guess the other option is better, which is the spotlight. I'm trying to think about this texture. Oh my gosh. Thanks to my lack of oxygen in my brain. Let's see here. What the heck? Oh, not load image, clear. There it goes. All right. I'm going to bring up my reference here. All right, cool. All right. To start, I'm assuming it's a basic kind of skull. I'm thinking kind of a head with a face that's basically just mouth face is what it is. So I'm going to turn this here. I'm going to go ahead and symmetry on. It is on. I will go ahead and just kind of start forming. Oh, wrong button. I was about to use 2 fingers to tap the screen to undo. That's what you do with the tablet. So I'm going to go to here. It's going to be roughly face shaped, I guess you can say. With like horns and stuff like that. Oops, wrong button. It's got kind of like a protruding kind of skull thing. And I think I'm going to add a separate sphere to the front of the face for the teeth. I think I'm going to end up doing a mix of sculpting the teeth. Since I want to 3D print it, I don't want the teeth to have a lot of overhang. So it will just be painted black. So these are things to consider if you're going to like make something. Because I've been considering support material quite a bit. I made a Venom Hound nest again from the game, but as like a little ornament or like a magnet for a refrigerator. And I used no support material, and I was quite happy with it. It looks like it was a great time lapse too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just insert a sphere. Looks like, yeah, like a big old clown nose. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that. Yeah, it's like a big old eye almost. I think I'm going to also kind of lengthen it a bit right there. I'm going to give it a neck as well. So actually, I'm just going to duplicate this and, oh, where was it again? It's this button right here. I will center it within the piece right here. I will lengthen it and, is it this button? It is this one. I suppose I could take the deformer to it. Actually, let me see here. Wait. Oh, it's not gonna work out well as a symmetry. Whatever. I'm over it. Then I'm gonna make some basic shapes here. I'm gonna use it. Oh, that's not good. All right. I forgot. Whenever you have the move on and you press another object from here, it changes the changes part of it. So you may be wondering why a capsule, because it's kind of shaped like that. Whenever you work sculpting wise, or just drawing and art in general, it's always primary, secondary, then trietary forms. You know, it saves you a lot of time because you can have the most detailed piece, but if the form is crap, it's over. It's over. So that's all I'm just saying. Undo. Blah, 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 blah. Like a fish. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, what is I doing here? Oh, mask. Clear it. Auto group. I'm going to go with, wait, do I have, where's my move brush? There it goes. You know, some may say that what I'm doing is kind of silly. I mean, there's other ways of doing this which I think are a little more efficient, but just because this is what I feel like. It looks so innocent right now. It looks cute. Well, it's about to get a makeover. Oh, whoops. I forgot a mask. I'm just kind of feeling out for the shape here. So I'll put a couple little horn things at the bottom right there as kind of like placeholders. Very important to put placeholders. Very important. Just because it just makes things, I don't know, I feel like it makes things easier. I could use a snake hook brush. Oh, I missed the snake hook brush on like from Zbrush here. Like it's not on It's not on Nomad Sculpt, man. It's not on it. I miss the brush so much. There's certain things. I think they have a drag brush, but it's not the same. I'm not using the snake hook right now, but yeah, what is going on with this face? Oh, that's why. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna. How am I gonna do this? How am I approaching this here? This is the general shape here. I'm gonna sculpt to make this part larger, sculpt the detail there. Let's work on let's separate this as a separate subtool here. Whoops. I will go ahead and split mask. Whoop. I will use Alt, and I will switch between, and I will turn on. It is on already. I'm gonna kind of sketch it, I guess, real quick. I'm gonna actually smooth this to add kind of like a smooth surface for me to start on. I suppose I should draw it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take actually this here, and I'm gonna. Let me see here. So I'm gonna just cut out the parts right here. That's gonna be where the teeth are gonna be at, and then I'm gonna smooth this out right here. So I'm gonna, as I said before, I'm not trying to make it like as if it's a real monster kind of thing. This is gonna be the teeth. It doesn't look like much right now. It'll get there. But the whole thing is that. Hold on. The whole point is that when I 3D print it, or someone else 3D prints it, they don't have to like deal with like all that there, and they could paint it and it'll be just black. So it kind of mimics an empty space or cavity. So things to consider. I'm gonna draw the shapes, and then I will go ahead and probably add separate shapes like I did with like the primitives earlier for the teeth. So I'm just kind of drawing out the shape here, and since the teeth meet like a xenomorph, the teeth actually top teeth need to be longer. It's all about so right there, and I don't know, that's 4 teeth, right? I'm not sure. So I'm gonna go like. Sorry, hold on. Sorry, mate. No. I'm just gonna. Let's see here. I suppose if it's 4, it's 4 teeth, but I'm not sure if that's the case. And then what I can do is I could just kind of draw out the thingamajigs. Yeah, I use a lot of high-tech terms. You know, you got your thingamajigs and your thingamawhats, and you know all that good stuff. So don't be jealous when my high-level vocabulary shocks and amazes you. That's all I can say. Oh, is that backwards? Oh, it's backwards. Oops. I put it upside down, so it's supposed to be like. Looks flat right now. It'll get there. All right, it'll get there. I have to like bring up the gums here a bit. I'm making more maybe dramatic. You see what I'm going for here, though. Oh, wrong way. It'll get there. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks flat right now. It looks funny, but let's hop to the overall head here. I kind of want to add some form to this here. I'm not liking how kind of bland it is. I'm gonna find the separation. I call it separation, but I'm just trying to group the overall detail. So you got the top of the head. You got the top of the head here. And it kind of goes into the horn right here. So I think the horn needs to be brought forward more, but I'm going to go here. And then there's like a mouth portion, it looks like. So this when these horns are brought forward, I'm going to go like, I think it's something that looks kind of like this here. Is that right? Maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and sketch some muscle, kind of, or some quick little. I call it just hatching. So it's just important to get used to hatching because it's a good way to kind of have to see detail. It's like a, how do I explain this? I will think about it in a bit. Hold on. I'm just like, oh, wrong way. Oh, I use my finger to try to move the screen. I could always pinch the face inwards. It seems like it is a little too wide, but that's something I'll do later. Let me go ahead and start adding kind of the forehead here. So there's this part here that seems to. Oh, I forgot to. I'm gonna make these horns separate probably as well. So let's go ahead and. Oh, I didn't do mirror and weld. Um, where is my mirror? Where's my split? Oh, here it is. All right, let's go back to this here. Looks like it's got kind of a forehead here or something. So I'm gonna kind of build this up right here. I'll probably flatten it a bit actually. So I can see certain things. I think I need to elongate the teeth a bit and maybe make it narrow. We'll see. Let's hop over to this here and let's start adding like, let's actually bring this forward. Oh, that is the wrong button. Let's go ahead and bring it in like that right there. There it goes. All right. I'm going to actually taper this portion down, so I'm just going to smooth it here real quick, add some detail to it. That's the nice thing about the Sculpting Pro. So yeah. What was I going to do next? Do I want, I will use the standard brush here. And I will go ahead and I will actually go around the area with it to like, I don't know. I'll see how I feel afterwards. I will actually hide this so I can actually see the other side here, and I will add some more detail here. I will go like, I'm just hatching things out is all. So I will add the little, oh, that is at a weird angle. I will go like this right here, and then I will go ahead and, I guess I could, we will see. I will just go a little more around this to make it narrower, I suppose. Oh, I have Dynamesh on and I actually did something. And I'm using mask. See, I'm amazing. Alright, let's see here. See, I'm just going over like several times and just getting like a pattern or detail I'll look at later. Oh, I just held it again. Alright. Let's see how that looks right now. I will probably pull and drag it a bit, so I'm going to use my move and start kind of something like that right there. I might even angle it a bit maybe. Let's go ahead and move this down right here. And then I will move it maybe like that right there. Let's see here. I suppose if I wanted to cheat with teeth, making them 3D, I would just kind of go over them like this if I want to cheat. It's what I kind of used to do with traditional sculpting, kind of. I would just kind of trace with some, or I would place some clay and then I would just kind of trace it there. You know, I could. I'm just, honestly, I think it's just the best thing to do. Just kind of just throw forms in. Don't even think about it too much. You think about it, it's over. It's over, man. It's over, dude. It's so over. I'm just gonna. Alright, I'll add the. I like making skulls and stuff like that, so I know how to make it pretty menacing, so don't worry about it. If that's a concern at all, which it's not a concern to me because skulls are awesome. It's like I need to go like, just gonna add all kind of weird detail that I'll just roll with it. I'm just going to trace this here because that's what I think is cool. Alright, it's that simple. Okay. Oh, that is too small of a brush. And I'm going to actually make this go up. Now, part of the face is being exposed right there, or part of the other structure, which that's not the end of the world. I could bring it in, switch to the other one like this here, and I could like, I can sculpt this part back here. There it goes. Actually, real quick, I'm just going to do that with all of this here, actually. Just so I don't run into it here. The power of ZBrush compels you. Looks funny. Alright, throw that back in there. Alright, cool. That was looking pretty good. I can actually pull the face in here because I feel like that's the case. There's certain shapes and things like that are pretty kind of cool or menacing. Like, so. I'll also take this here and pull it in as well. Alright, cool. I'll add some placeholder horns. I think I could probably use a snake hook brush for this. No, I might use a snake hook brush for this actually. This looks like a job for it after I put a primitive here. Or maybe not the. Maybe yes, maybe snake hook. Yeah. So we'll see. Oh, wrong button. Wrong click. I've been using Nomad Sculpt for quite a bit, and I'm like, don't get me wrong, ZBrush is amazing. Like ZBrush, I'm happy I got ZBrush years ago, where I got it for like a deal discount. Something was apparently wrong with the license, or issue with the license, and then ZBrush like, here you go. I got it from someone off of eBay, like years ago. Years ago. All right, let me see here. I'm gonna use snake hook brush. Snake hook brush is here for a reason. Because if I wanted to, I could just kind of pull like details out like that, you know. Then I could use the inflate brush, blah blah blah, and this and that, you know. But maybe not just yet. But well, I don't know. We'll see. I will just do whatever I want. I could use the move brush. That's a little less. I kind of like how it branches and curves, so I'm going to actually kind of use that. Maybe. Hold on. I'm trying to see what I like about it. I'm going to actually use the inflate here real quick, and I should probably add that to my list of stuff. I don't know. What do you think? I will. So what I do is I just kind of go over this here, and I could just like add like little kind of like, I guess you make it like a little like a growth or something, I suppose. The antlers seem kind of interesting, I suppose. I'm going to take the move and I'm going to actually enlarge it so I have a good amount of control here. I will add more little parts to it and pull little spikes from them. Not just yet. I'm just going to... Oh, it's saving. Auto-saving. Oh, wait, do I have history on? I do have history on, don't I? I do have history on. I will use... I think I want to have one come from here, going the other direction and swerve up, and then have teeth come off of it. I don't know. It's just something that just pops in the top of the front of my mind. We will see. I don't know. I don't know. I will go ahead and... oh, and apparently that didn't grab as well. And then I will... Okay, what is happening here? Is it because I'm not... I'm going to make it larger. Hold on. I am pressing the wrong button. You gotta understand, using Nomad Sculpt, like using my finger as like a shortcut key. I feel like something... then I could probably pull off another spike from here. I kind of like the idea of that. There it goes. It's like coral, you know? So that's the thing. It's like all sorts of like inspiration here and there. You just gotta like think of it. You know? And I really like this egg cookie because you can just like mess with the form the way you want and all stuff like that. Gotta also keep in mind to make sure I have it go in other directions as well so it's not so static in other angles. So that's just another thing to kind of consider. But you know. I will jump to this one here. If I can. Wait, am I on the right thing here? I will split the mass point here, and then I will... What the heck? Why won't it... Wait, what am I on? Oh, there it goes. Ah! It's funny. Alright. So, I guess I'll work a little bit of the next section here. I will go ahead and... Oh, that's a mask button. That's not the... I'll just go over all of it. Why not? Actually, before I do that, let me go ahead and add this. I want to do the standard. And it looks like it has this crazy kind of thing right here. And then it just kind of goes up to like the horn, almost like... I don't know what it is exactly. It's like some sort of weird muscle growth. I don't know. I think that's about right. And I'm gonna... It looks like something's going on with like the horn dealios right here. So I'm gonna... I don't know what I'm adding here, but it's something. I'm actually gonna... I'm not good with the shortcut keys for tablets, tablet buttons. I will separate these horns here, the bottom ones. And I will go ahead and actually start sculpting. Should these be more forward more? I don't know about these things on his front of his face. I suppose it could be like this here. Then I can maybe angle it maybe like that right there. And then I'll sculpt clay or pull clay around it. Well, I call it clay. It's like, I mean like, oh, what else would I call it? Oh! Ah, they'll use two fingers again to tap the screen. Let's get in there, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Look, it's terrifying. We're like, roar! Oh, it's coming. It's coming to get you. Roar! Oh. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's go ahead and work on the... Hey, the more I start work... Oh, ooh. I don't know what that was going. Actually, I think that's fine. That might actually be a good thing. Seems like the skull is kind of tall. Uh, I'm gonna add some miscellaneous details. What I call by miscellaneous, I call it random noise. It's basically random noise. So I just kind of go over this here, thinking that's what I will see if that it works with anything. It's like it's genius. Okay, all right. Let me see here. And then I use the damn standard brush. That's just what it's called. And then I'll just kind of just some random details here and there. You know, the funny thing is just like, okay, before I get into that, but if you look at the mouth area there, just look at the overall form. It's like like the mouth details are weaving. So if I wanted to, it definitely reminds me, of course, you know, xenomorph, but also zombies. You know, just the muscles in the jaw and stuff like that. It's just so it's kind of like they're weaved together with each other. So if you can just draw the details of it, actually, that seems to. I'm gonna like that right there, and then I'll go ahead and get that shape right there. And the problem here seems like is that it just seems to be maybe I don't know. Alright, oh yeah, back to the mouth details here. So as I was saying, there's like a series of V's and crosses, I guess you can call it. You get it right, it will look nice. And it doesn't have to be like exactly perfect and stuff like that. I don't know how to like. I'm not too much a fan of this part right here. Hold on. Please hold. And then I will go ahead and do that right there. I will use the standard brush this time because I feel like this could probably use some building up right here. And then I will go ahead and make I don't know what that thing is called, but yeah. Look, it's so funny if you go back and look how it used to look like. It's hilarious. Now it's like, this needs some detail here. Not too much, don't think about it too much, just do whatever. I suppose I could probably merge the two and then kind of work with it together so I can work the details out. We'll see. We will see. Hop back to this here. Let's go to the move. As I said before, I will be broadcasting some gaming. I want to play Dead Space. Dead Space is coming out. I'm going to be unavailable. You know what? Should I move? I should probably move this mouth part back maybe. Maybe I should go like this. Yeah, maybe that's better. It's kind of almost like a jaw almost maybe. I don't know. It just seems too shallow. Doesn't seem it has like depth to it. And I could bring like this. You know what? I'm just going to split the mass point for the neck right here. I don't know, maybe something like that right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to these horns here. I'm just going to... What do I want to do with these exactly? I could take the move and just kind of move these up higher. And like, I could probably... I feel like it's a little too large around this part right here, so I'm going to taper this maybe a little bit and then go to the horns here and maybe do the kind of same thing, pull these in a bit. I could make these, so another thing you could do is I could pull this to make it more, lengthen these a bit more. Also, I should probably angle it this way and then do that again. I feel like from this angle here, I suppose if I wanted to, because I feel like this is too bland going this way. So I'll go from this angle here. And then I will go ahead and I don't know, maybe something like that right there. Something like that. So now this angle looks a little dynamic, but it still feels a little stale. Let me go from here, and then I could add another spike. Maybe the more spikes, the better. You know, I could have the horns 3D printed separately, so that there's not support material coming off this, or depending on what my intention is. Yeah, this is all support material right here. I could have these printed vertical, and then there could be a slot for it to be inserted into it so the horns could retain their detail. But then this is also overhang, so if I have it printed, whatever. I'm over it. All right. Let's go to this here. This is kind of annoying me. The lip portion, I call it. I need to just do some. Oh, what am I doing here? What are we doing? All right. I'm just gonna go with like kind of like this here. Again. You gotta make those sound effects. It doesn't work otherwise. Oh. Yeah, baby. Let's go ahead and kind of fill this out some more here. I will go ahead and take the damn standard brush, which is, you know, available with Zbrush and stuff like that. It looks kind of like a brain almost. I'm just going to go some random chaos, add some other kind of angle with a little bit of a curve to it. Something like that. I suppose I could probably move this and make it a little larger here for the kind of the horn here. I suppose this could be brought in. Let's see. If anyone has any suggestions or stuff like that for this model here, go ahead and you can mention something about it. I don't know. Get some ideas, but I think it's looking pretty good right there. Who knows? All right. Let's see here. I suppose what I can do is I can just add that separation. I call it separation, but it's... You know what? Sometimes the best thing to do is not to, like, smooth anything. Just... I like to have people, like, I have some concept artists I tell, like, you know, if you do it like this or something like that, you know, like silhouettes. Silhouettes are such a big thing when it comes to... I think if you can master, like, silhouette concepts, I think... you can like see you have like sorry, hold on, I'm thinking, I'm processing here. Maybe I'll weave it to fill out the form. There it goes. What was I saying? Yeah, concepts. Thing about silhouette concepts is that's what I always have my concept artists do. You know, I'm working on my own game, so Evolve inspired, of course, if anyone's familiar with Evolve. Anyone like xenomorphs? Because when I saw this submission, I'm like, xenomorph! You know? It's great, though. It's great regardless, you know? So... see right here, whenever you add... so that's another thing. When I started... I think when I started sculpting, you know, years ago, years. Now I think about, like, dang. I always kind of added clay, smooth it out. Added clay, smooth it out. Like, what I mean by smooth it out, I always blend it down. you almost kind of just want to throw everything on there. Don't smooth anything and look at it. As I told you before, with my concept artists I've had, I always have them do silhouettes because it's open to interpretations as long as it's like reasonable, and also you're going for form to make sure it remains dynamic. It's you get so much like, and also they don't have to worry about detail. I tell them, don't worry about what those details are supposed to be. Make silhouettes that you think are cool with the different forms, and the details could be thought about later. You know, shadows like ink blots, and clouds. You know, the cloud game where you have to like, oh, that looks like a rabbit, that looks like a tree. What the heck? What happened here? Oh, there it goes. Kind of like that. I feel like I should pull this mouth back more. I don't know why. Maybe I'll pull this here, and I'll pull this back maybe more. I don't know. I don't know. I will use a standard brush, and I will add. I'm going to just add to this here real quick. It's really a lot of fun when you go between adding and subtracting. I think that's probably the fun thing to do. Because I don't know how to explain it, but it's just fun. I think it's because you're able to form shapes kind of quick with adding, subtracting. Because, like what I did with the teeth here. Honestly, I think I'm going to add some more to the face here. I'm going to refine the teeth a little bit. So my brushes I like to use probably for this is the damn standard and just the standard brush. So the standard brushes. So since I'm here right now, I'm going to just kind of draw. It's like drawing. It's like 2D drawing on a 3D object. Yes, we'll go with that. I'm going to draw where the teeth are supposed to go, and then I'll use other things to do other stuff. Yes, indeed. I guess it's just the best way to just do it. Just do it. You said yesterday that you're going to do it tomorrow. Just do it. Okay, calm down, relax. It's true. We think it can't be that simple, but it kind of is sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to. Just do it. As I said before, if you were here with that other piece, you just kind of add like coils, I guess, around whatever. However it is, whatever. Hold on, I'm thinking here, I'm processing. Doing that because I think kind of looks cool. Alright, this seems a little lackluster here, so I'm going to add some stuff here. I'll add some teeth too. So I'm just going to draw the teeth first. I'm not going to even add like 3D. It's like outlining. If this will go away. So I think this teeth. Oh well, it doesn't have to be. So that's another thing that used to get me a lot of times is that I'm like, oh, it has to be this way. When I started sculpting, it has to be this way. People like it this way. No, just do what you think. Or I can tell myself in the past that. Stop thinking about it too much. I know it looks funny right now, but it will get better here in a moment. It looks flat, but I will raise the details by using the standard brush. I could use a mask. There's so many ways you can like approach this stuff here. I'm just trying to keep it like. Oh, sorry, hold on. My brain needs oxygen for this part for some reason. And then what I like to do is if I feel like they're too straight or static, I use the move brush. Now, as I said before, I'm keeping 3D in mind here. So, not 3D, I'm keeping 3D printing in mind here. So, I want to have something like this here so that it gives support material at the same time. So, it could always be painted black. It's auto-saving. Oh, hold on. It's saving a real long time. All right, let me do a save. I'm gonna call this Flora Art Contest History. Then I want to save another one called No History because when it saves, it won't take as long. It won't autosave. So I'm gonna do that and then. There, done. See, it saves that fast. All right, so let me see here. I think I'm gonna scope for another. What's the time? Oh, it's almost 2 hours. I said it would be an hour or two. It's 1:51. That's actually pretty good work here. I was originally going to do this in clay, 3D scan it, and then work on it. But I think this is just kind of nice and convenient. I'm gonna actually hold on. So I'm gonna work another maybe 10 minutes or so. Call it a wrap. Take a break. Play some Dead Space on Dead Space and maybe some Prey on PC. Maybe on Twitch for Twitch a little bit. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'm just gonna do that. Then I will smooth this. Then I will smooth this as well. And then this right here as well. Yes. I could easily remove this part. I could easily just mask it. So I'll show you this real quick so you can see how easy it is for me. If I really wanted to, I could remove this part. There's different ways of doing it. I'll show you the masking method, I suppose. Oh, I keep pressing the run button. Basically what you do, you just kind of just trace everything here. I could just kind of sculpt it back more than do a quick kind of... This is just going to be a quick demonstration here. Just kind of outline the sections and the parts that you want to have recessed. Wait, how do I remove mask? Hold on, is it Control Alt? It is Control Alt. No, wait. Oh, I'm pressing Windows by accident. Oops. So what you do is just kind of trace everything. I could group it, delete it, close it, whatever, but I can just like switch the mask here and then I could just like pull this in if I wanted to. Actually, I might want to make this larger within the thing. So I could and I could delete it and stuff like that, but so I can hide it like that. This is just a quick little demo, or I can like there's so much I could do to it. I don't know what to say, but that was just a quick example. And let me just undo that real quick so that I could get the undo history back. All right, cool. Huh? Let's see here. Okay, random time. Oh, there's a layer brush. I had the layer brush right there. That's what I would use for the scales. If anyone's not familiar with the layer brush, it's like this. I guess that's you can't tell too much what's happening. Let's do intensity. So see this here? I could go everywhere, but it won't add onto it. See, I'm going over, but it's not increasing in size. So I easily make scales and stuff like that. It's like a mask with a slight inflate. And what did I just press? I could make scales. So I could be like this here, this here. You know, I could like make little details like this here. And as long as it'll just increase the, so it's like, you know, like that's what it is. I could go like this here, and it will go a certain height. That's what I was going to do to that Blitz Leopard one, but it's not that I got tired from it. I just went to do this one because I wanted to take a break and then play some Dead Space and maybe some Prey. I don't know. I'm looking at this piece right now, and I noticed something about it. So it seems like the neck has kind of some, what is that, one? So if I go like this here and I kind of bring this out, then I kind of bring this out right here, kind of like that. There it goes. And I suppose I could bring this out right here. I'm just trying to think here. Hold on one moment. I know it's dangerous when I think, but I think we'll live. That's about right. I think the world will end. If I think for more than... no. Maybe it should. Okay. I don't know. This is this is the funny thing. What happens is sometimes I work on a piece, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, maybe I'll add a bit more to it. Maybe I'll add a bit more. That's the nice thing about Zbrush, though, is that you can basically just like continue. I don't like. Could make little shoulders here. You know how annoying it is if you want to do something like this traditionally? Like you have to add, like you don't have enough space on your wire or your armature. Don't be wrong, I like traditional, but you know, they have their strengths and weaknesses. Why do you breathe? It's funny how I'm just kind of dragging this out and just like making the rest of the figure. That's funny. Yeah, that's about right. It's so weird. Like sometimes I don't sculpt for a long time. It's like unlocked knowledge. Like I was a martial art instructor, and I guess I technically still am. I still know how to do it, but oh, my head. Okay, let's say. You know, it's like knowledge is there. It's so weird. Like you think you forget it or something, and then you try. Like, oh dang, I didn't forget. I don't know, but where's this bloody brush I'm looking for? There it is, though. I'm gonna move this up. This is kind of the wrong. So I'm just trying to position it according to the reference material right here, and it seems like this kind of goes like this here. And then I can like bring it out, something like that. There it goes. Cool. There, that looks neat. But yeah, it's funny because I haven't used ZBrush in like such a long time, but I guess since I use it a reasonable amount of time, and also I have like a nice big tablet screen, I think it's like, I don't know, it's nice, it's convenient. And I thought I would forget all this stuff, and it's like there. It's so weird when you do something enough, you don't forget it almost. It's like rusty. It's not like the usual rust people talk about, but it's like, hmm. Hold on one moment. I'm trying to see something here. That's interesting detail, I guess you can call it. I suppose I could use a layer brush. Just kind of draw over what I think. See, that's the cool thing about the layer brush. It just raises it a little bit. It's like inflates or expands, so it keeps the detail underneath. But if I use a standard brush, it kind of does something similar to it, but it's not the same. It picks it up. It's not like you layer it. Like for instance, when you do traditional sculpting, you could use like a pasta roller to make a thin layer of it, and you lay it over it. And it kind of has the detail left over, as it just keeps the major form. Okay, let me see here. I will go ahead and I might do a mask maybe, and then I don't know what I'll do here. I will just duplicate this here just in case things go astray. I don't know. I suppose. Oh, oops! I let go. Oh well. Whatever. I'm over it. Maybe that's not right. Hold on. No, no, no. That's not right. That's not right. It's just straight across. So if I go this way here and then I go. Oh, oops. And then I just take this here and I just go like this. And how many are there? 1, 2, 3. I think I'm just gonna go use the I might end up making different subdivisions and projecting the details on the higher level so I can switch between I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I think the thing that I find bothering about the standard tool, it just doesn't kind of add the thing the way I want it sometimes. We'll see. We will see. Just make this right here, kind of go over right here. Don't worry about it too much. I don't know. See, I'm just kind of creating the sculpt more and more. It's funny. It does have kind of like a webbing, I suppose you can say. Am I on layer? Why is this doing this? Something like that, I suppose. With a little bit of something here. Then I'll add another one here. Something like that. It's kind of like a lattice. Lattice. A lattice. There's a handy feature called the layer feature, or whatever it's called. but I'm not smart enough right now for it. uh, my I'm shorting right now. Hold on. Does it seem to continue? Does it continue at the bottom here? I don't know. It's kind of like here and done. I'm looking at the concept here. I'm gonna undo that right there, and I'm gonna. I don't know if it continues, it would be something like this here, and then the cage would kind of continue. You know, here and something like that, but it seems to not continue, but we'll see here. We'll just leave it that way for now, I suppose. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just smooth it out. Then I'll just add a layer here to kind of raise it, maybe. I don't know. Liking it. Alright. I don't know. Let's see here. I don't know. I might call it a wrap right now. It's 2 hours and 6 minutes. I'll go over some stuff here real quick, but this is looking pretty good. It was pretty funny before. I'm going to do a file. I'm going to do 2 different saves. I'm going to do a undo history save. I'm going to call it 2, though. History 2. Then I'm going to call this one no history. Because I might do like a time lapse up to this point. Zbrush can do that as long as it has the undo history, you know? Now I will do a non-history one, which is, I should have kept 2. Alright, so let me see here. Also, I don't know if... Oh, wait, do not have multi-stream on? Uh-oh. Oops. I just realized something. Stream chat read on... Oh, oops. I hope nothing happened there. I wasn't paying attention. I forgot I was doing YouTube and Twitch. I think I kind of forgot. So I had only Twitch open. I wasn't paying attention to YouTube at all. Actually, that's a good question. I hope I didn't miss anyone. I have multi-stream for read-only, though, now. Whoops-a-daisy. Alright, so I saved that. It's on no history. So let me show you the other thing here real quick. This one right here. This was I worked on a little before. I already saved changes. So I didn't work on this one too much. I worked on a decent amount. I worked on refining the feet, the nails, the teeth, these little fin things. But I didn't, and adding this tail here, which I need to add the other spikes to it, but maybe that's next broadcast, and then I'll attach it to the body and then pose and have it 3D print ready and have like a bust of it. Maybe cut off right here. I don't know. Maybe like a sitting with the top part cut off. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm gonna take a break, and then I'm gonna play some Dead Space, maybe some Prey on Twitch. I don't know. I feel like it's one of the sci-fi horror thing going on. But thanks for watching, and I'm sorry if I missed anyone's comments because I had, especially YouTube, because I forgot that was the case. I thought the player had it by default, but apparently it was multi-stream tab. All right, cool. Well, have a good one, everyone. I will be gaming on Twitch a bit later, and